Welcome to this SFTP Gateway tutorial by Thorn Technologies. My name is Chris, and today I'd like to show you how to attach an Amazon Certificate Manager SSL to a network load balancer. I have here a network load balancer from my SFTP Gateway HA stack. And if I go to this IP address, you can see that I get an SSL warning because by default, SFTP Gateway uses a self-signed certificate. You can get around this by either clicking Advanced and proceeding to the site anyways, or you can attach an SSL certificate to the network load balancer. To get started, we first need to copy our network load balancer IP address and create a DNS record in Route 53 for it. Go over to Route 53, create a record, and give it a name. I'm going to name mine ACM ELB video. And I'm going to paste in my load balancer IP address. I'm also going to set my TTL to 1 minute just to make this faster for the video, and then create the record. Once the record has been created, you can copy that domain name and hoe it over to Amazon Certificate Manager. We can then request a certificate, request a public certificate, and give it that fully qualified domain name. We want to make sure that this is a DNS validated certificate and click Request. It may take a minute for your certificate to show up in the list, but you can always click Refresh. When this is in the pending state, we can then validate the certificate by creating a CNAME record in Route 53. Click into your certificate and copy the CNAME name up until the domain name. Then head back to Route 53 and create a new record. Switch this to a CNAME record and paste in the name that you just copied. Then go back to your certificate and copy the CNAME value and paste this into the value field. Again, I'm going to set my TTL to 1 minute just to make this faster for the video, and click Create Record. And then if we head back over to Certificate Manager and go to the list, we'll see this switch over from pending validation to issued. It may take a few minutes, but once the status switches to issued, we can move on to the next step. Next, we'll have to go back to EC2 and go into the network load balancer. Then, we're going to update the listener for 443 from TCP to TLS. Check the box for the 443 listener and click Edit. Next, we're going to have to create a new target group that uses the TLS protocol. Choose an instance-based target group and give this a name. I'm going to name mine ACM ELB and switch the protocol to TLS. It'll automatically set the port to 443. I'm going to leave mine on the default VPC, and I'm going to leave the health checks on TCP. Then I'm going to click Next, and I'm going to assign all of the servers from my load balancer and include it as pending. Then I'm going to create the target group. Once the target group is created, I can go back to the load balancer and update the protocol from TCP to TLS. Then I'm going to refresh this list, and I should be able to see my new target group. Select that, and then under Default SSL, I'm going to select my ACM, and then click Save Changes. Now I can go back to the listener, and we can see that this has been updated to TLS. It may take a few minutes for the settings to be applied and the health checks to be completed, but once they are, we can then hit our DNS record, and we should be able to be brought straight to the SFTP Gateway admin web interface.
That's all for this video. If you found this helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our SFTP Gateway videos and tutorials. You can also check out our knowledge base at help.thorntech.com or contact us at support@thorntech.com. And follow us on Twitter @thorntech for more news and updates.